And welcome into week one. It's week one of the NFL season, and it is aptly named the Fantasy Game Time Decisions.
We hearkened back to the original name of fantasy football things.
Wow, it makes me feel nostalgic today, especially with everything that happened in college football yesterday. Appalachian State, let's go Mountaineers! Jesus, Jeremy had him in the money line.
I do know a wise man that told you. How about them App State Mountaineers?
Oh, my gosh. I didn't expect it to happen. Marshall goes into Notre Dame and wins, and I feel like everything just the fucking Sun Belt, man. Of course, we'll talk about all of this coming up on Monday on the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville and right here on YouTube. Welcome, everybody, into the Ingles Studio. Ingles Supermarkets, low prices, love the savings, and today we get to open up the NFL season. I mean, in full. Thursday was fun. Thursday was fine, but today we get the full slate of NFL football.
Thursday was a skull fucking.
Yeah.
Thursday was the Buffalo Bills holding the Rams' mouth open like you were feeding a dog a pill, just going doop, 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 doop.
Can I be honest with you?
100%.
The Bills didn't play that great, and they still dog walked them.
Just beat the bejesus out of them, and they weren't even that good.
Yes, they did.
They were not that good. I saw people saying, "Oh, the Bills completely good." Well, this isn't even close to their. This is like 60% Buffalo, and they dog walked them.
Good times.
Yeah,
it's a good time. My non-brother Colin Greene asked, "What the hell happened in college football yesterday?" Jeremy won a shitload of money. That's what happened. Just a shitload. Thank you, Appalachian State. Thank you, Liberty. Thank you, basically everything that wasn't on 500.
Can we also hear the round of applause for the new number one team in the country? Huh? Anybody? No?
You
Nobody?
won't be.
You don't think so?
You
think
be.
Alabama's going to be number one still next week?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know about that.
I do.
I don't know about that. They looked awful. They looked awful against Texas yesterday.
And they still won.
Mm-hmm.
Still won. That's what good teams do. So, oops. Poopsie. The overlay went away for a minute.
Well, that's always
fun.
So
it's just three dudes on a random black screen. No big deal.
That's always fun. Always fun. We got your stardom, situm recommendations, DraftKings lineups as well. If you're not in on the battle for the belt, be Beer City's best fantasy football player, you can still do that
yes.
right now?
All right, so here's how this worked. The best ball had to be done by Thursday. I could have pushed it a couple more days, but it seemed like everybody that wanted in best ball got in. So we were conspiring of ways that we could still get people in the DraftKings contest because we want more. More. Well, then Appalachian State went and did Appalachian State things, and I had bet that in the money line with a lovely free play thanks to you wonderful people going to bet us. They love to just send me free shit.
And with today's games coming up, we encourage everybody to take your wagers to betus.com. Use the promo code Sportsocracy. Get that 125% deposit bonus on whatever you put in up to $2,500.
Bingo. So upon further examination, talking to the House of Reprehensibles yesterday, I came up with the idea of, all right, I'm just going to throw my winnings from the App State game into the Eblin charity donation, which opens this to anybody that can hear my voice.
Love it.
Now, if you paid the donation, if you physically paid your donation, you are going to get a 2-point per week advantage. That is you did the donation. You did it the way.
You get bonus points for going the extra mile.
Correct.
I like it.
Correct. So if you donated, you will get 2 points added onto your score. There will also be added points for money you don't spend on DraftKings. You get 0.1 points for every $100 you don't spend. So don't take the leaderboard in the two DraftKings links to be the undying. If you're really close to somebody, there is a chance that you have passed them or they will pass you.
Wait, I need that. Can you take my card and swipe it so I can get the 2-point bonus? Can I? Look, I need every advantage I get.
You have access to the portal. Just pay it.
Look, as we
or hand me a 20.
Well, I don't have cash. Who carries cash anymore? Stop it.
Who carries cash anymore?
Oh, Jeremy does. He's got to carry cash for the strippers.
Who carries cash anymore? Now, I'm not going to tell you that it's not in the tightest little confine of my wallet.
I was going to say, you're struggling like hell to get it out there.
Well, here's the thing. Wallet's a little fucked, all right? So it takes a minute.
Well, flash them those greenbacks.
All right, we got questions in the YouTube comments. We got to get to those quick.
Let's get into it.
Stephen Tao started with one dilemma, Christian Kirk or Devante Smith. For me, that's easy. It's Christian Kirk. Go.
Yep. I would agree it's Christian Kirk. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to have quite the nice little day today.
I do not. Armchair, Christian Kirk, Devante Smith.
It's Christian Kirk.
I agree.
With a bullet by a mile.
I would say it's by quite a ways. I love Christian Kirk for the season. Ricky Avila asked, Antonio Gibson or Tony Pollard? I have a dedicated thing there, but I don't want to dominate this, so you two go first.
Go ahead, Armchair.
Oh, that's tough. I probably lean Pollard here. I like Gibson, but I just have a feeling that this is going to be a Cowboys game today. They're not long for the season, I'll tell you that much, but I think that unfortunately for Tampa AARP Bay, I don't think they're going to quite get over the hump, and I think that this will be a Pollard active day.
Oh, yeah. I see a shirt in our future with Tampa AARP Bay. That's the guy that makes our shirts.
I will be on Antonio Gibson in this. However, Tony Pollard's not a bad play. Tampa Bay shuts down the run, but one of the things that they're not great at,
slot guys.
They are not great at stopping catching running backs. And Tony Pollard's going to be used as that because who the fuck do they have at wide receiver for Dallas?
All right, so since you two both said that, I'm going to say this. I'm going to look directly into my camera and I'm going to say this because this is going to sound fucking crazy when I say it. But I need you to understand I'm the same guy that told you to bet App State in the money line. So got a little street kick cred around these parts. Antonio Gibson is my favorite DraftKings play of the day. There is no player I like better than Antonio Gibson.
Really?
What do young defenses struggle to do? Be disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
That running scheme for Washington, somebody's going to pop them. There's only 3 running backs on the fucking roster, and one of them is Jonathan Williams. So lean in Antonio Gibson. That's the only member of my DraftKings team that is in the battle for the belt that I'm going to tell you. Antonio Gibson is in my lineup. Originally, it was Miles Sanders, and then I audibled out.
I don't blame you there.
Yeah.
I did. And I love Miles Sanders today, too. But I had a couple extra U.S. doll hairs, and I went, Nick Sirianni hates your fantasy team. Antonio Gibson. Caballo asked, full PPR, Jalen Waddle or Nick Chubb? I don't think I'm going to agree with you two on this.
I'm going Nick Chubb. Because I think he's going to get a steady. Did you see the Batman thing that he posted on Instagram?
I don't care what he posted on fucking Instagram. What people post on their Instagram, I literally care more about their bowel movements than what they do on Instagram.
It was a cool video. It was Batman themed. That's the only reason I asked you. Look,
hey,
Nick Chubb is primed and ready to go. I don't trust Carolina today.
If you're watching on the YouTube stream, which of course you are because we're not on radio right now, he said it's cool Batman themed. So is that. I'm running our hour 2 open.
Oh,
Is his as cool as mine?
It's better.
No, it's not.
It is.
Liar. That's a lie. That is a lie just to piss me off.
Well, that tells me you didn't watch it at all.
Correct. Because mine's better. I made a Batman. Did Nick Chubb? No.
What do you think, Armchair, Waddle or Nick Chubb?
It's Waddle.
I think it's Waddle, too. I think it's Waddle, too.
You have to remember who that's coming from. Like, it's not... it's Waddle.
I think it's Waddle, too. Now, you'd have to be really, really ballsy to do it. To sit Nick Chubb to play Jalen Waddle, you would have to have balls of steel.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd do it. Somebody's going to eviscerate New England today. And you got to understand, we're in the Charlotte market. So we're not right down the street, but we can look outside and go, oh, that's what this day's going to look like?
It's a little gross.
Hot. So it could be rainy and gross. And if it is, now I'm not scared of Jacoby Brissett at all.
Mm-hmm.
I stack 8 in the box and dare you to beat me any other way. I could see Carolina, Cleveland just being a big old sludgy, gross, nasty fest.
Yeah, I think if anybody pops for the Miami Dolphins today, though, it's going to be Tyreek.
I don't know about that.
Jalen Mills?
I don't know about that. I think they could double Tyreek, which leaves Jalen Waddle just to his own devices. Pennywise.
Bill does one thing.
Go ahead.
Bill does one thing, and he takes away your tries to take away your number one. That's his goal. So Waddle is not Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's the number one there.
Mm-hmm.
That's who they're going to focus the defensive effort on. It's going to be stunts at the line, make sure he can't get anywhere, and then Waddle's open. And he's electric. We saw that last year. They started getting on the same page. So I think it's Waddle.
I agree with him wholeheartedly.
All right.
Pennywise asked, is Travis Etienne a good RB2 for today? I'm going to say yes.
I'd agree.
Looking at my rankings for today, might want to have those up since we're doing fantasy football show. Let's go. Let's see. Jeremy's rankings for today. I have Travis Etienne as PPR. Got it. Man, there's a lot of little hoops I have to jump through here.
To me, I would think he's a back end RB2. I don't know that he's a high RB2 choice.
There's other guys I like better, but he's absolutely in play.
He is number 17 for me, one spot behind Nick Chubb.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I'm not in love with Nick Chubb today. I'm not. The Carolina defense is good.
They are good. They're
good, and there's nobody that scares you over the top for Cleveland, especially in what this weather's going to be.
Is it not Amari Cooper? Nobody.
Stop. The only thing that Amari Cooper would scare me is if he was the only receiver I had on my team.
And I do kind of, maybe I have too much of a soft spot in my heart for the Carolina Panthers defense, but I do kind of like that secondary.
Yeah, I'm worried about Nick Chubb today. If you have other options, I could get to a path where I sit him today. You would have to have done really well drafting. By the way, we don't have the inactives yet. They're slowly filtering in. One thing that is going to change, most likely, my DraftKings lineup today a little bit, J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins, what?
He's out.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
he's out.
Yeah, he's out. George Kittle's going to be out, too.
The George Kittle thing, the only thing that changes, it makes me love Deebo Samuel.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me like Brandon Ayuk.
I like Brandon Ayuk today.
Alan Lazard also out. The Lizard Man.
The Lazard King. My question would be, what running back do you trust for Baltimore? That's kind of my point.
Lamar Jackson?
That's kind of my point.
Mike Davis?
That's kind of my point.
Yeah.
No Gus Bus, no J.K. Dobbins, so you're rolling with Mike Davis and Kenyon Drake. Don't ask me why I did that like I was introducing them on Saturday Night Live, but
take it away, Don Pardo.
I trust neither of them. Mm-hmm. You know what I do trust? Lamar Jackson. Because the New York Jets, and I can say this as a man wearing a New York Jets jersey right now, when it comes to stopping running quarterbacks, we are poopy. Do with that what you will. You take that information, you do with it what you want. Rob Johnson in the YouTube comments asked, Christian Kirk, DK Metcalf, Amon, or St. Brown pick 2? For me, it's Kirk and Amon.
Yeah.
I'm going to Seacrest out on DK Metcalf in everything but the graviest of matchups.
I would agree.
Who's going to get him the ball in volume? Wow. How is DK getting it? Amon I like this week. And we've already kind of talked about Kirk a bit. Kirk is a win. That's a no-doubt play.
Kirk's a no-doubt play for me today. Justin Parton, flex PPR, Pierce, Pollard, or Cordero Patterson. Man, you liked peas. A lot of peas in your lineup.
I will go Pollard.
Takes it for Pollard.
Mm-hmm.
Pierce.
I'm in for Pierce. Me and AC are agreeing a lot today. Like a whole lot of agreement coming from the right side of the screen.
Like I don't hate
one though. That's why
I don't hate Dameon Pierce. I just don't know how he fits the game script of how it's going to go today. Are they going to run the
tank? Who else is on offense?
Yeah,
Brandon Cooks.
When I said this earlier, Tank was like, "Well, of course, Brandon Cooks." You mean the guy that's going to be defended by the only corner the Colts have?
Kenny Moore.
He'll get Kenny Moore the whole day. Mm-hmm. I'm Seacrest out. I don't want dick to do with Brandon Cooks. Now, Dameon Pierce, on the other hand, dog. He a dog.
I love my Brandon Cooks in DFS. Not today.
Not today. I'm with AC on that one. Not today. I'm all about some Dameon Pierce. For me, he is one of my favorite plays on DraftKings today. I am in a very large money league that you got half point per carry. I have Breece Hall. Let's see. I have Breece Hall, Cam Akers, who I've already played. So I'm fucked by the fickle finger there.
Exactly.
I don't remember who all my running backs are. But I have like 7.
Okay, I need to ask you this question because one of the toughest lineup decisions I had to make today was in my flex, and it's not a point per carry or anything like that. My 2 choices were Dameon Pierce, who I like, I just don't know that I like him today, or Antonio Gibson. Yeah, that was okay. Thank you for reaffirming my decision.
Dameon Pierce is my RB19 today. Now that's why I love him on DraftKings.
Mm-hmm.
I am also I'll just give you the list of guys I'm starting him over. I am starting Dameon Pierce over David Montgomery, Chase Edmonds, Edwards-Helaire, anybody from Seattle, both Green Bay Packer running backs. That one probably will shock people a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Breece Hall.
While you're on Breece Hall, Rob Johnson asked Hunt or Breece Hall.
Breece Hall. But not by much.
I have Hunt ranked ahead of him because he's safer.
But if it's a
depends on what you need.
Game,
it depends on what you need. Do you need? Are you behind? Because that's something I do. I do not take an L until the fat lady has sung her loudest. So if you had Cam Akers, I'm going Breece Hall.
Mm-hmm.
If you told me one of those 2 running backs has 25 points today, it's Breece Hall, and I don't think about it twice. What it's more likely, they both end up at about 11.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say 9, 10.
Breece Hall's dynamic, and the one weakness I see with the Baltimore Ravens is linebackers. So I like Breece Hall today. I like Michael Carter today. I do think that backfield's about 50-50 right now. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with the questions, so if we're trying to go in order, so we'll get there as quick as we can.
Ricky Avila, after Rob Johnson, said Miles Sanders or Ezekiel Elliott.
Miles Sanders, not close.
Not close.
Yep.
Frankly, I'm going to be really honest with you. You could have said Tank Spencer or Ezekiel Elliott, and I would have probably said Tank.
Again, I will reiterate, Tampa Bay, one of the best defenses against the run. I think it's only going to get better this year with Akeem Hicks on the defensive line with Vita Vea. Yeah, and Tony Pollard is your play for a running back for Dallas today, or tonight, I guess I should say. Miles Sanders, I know we're iffy on what he's going to look like, what that offensive spread's going to look like, how they're going to distribute the ball in the backfield, but Miles Sanders not close.
I would agree.
The only way Zeke gets more points in this scenario is if for some reason early on he breaks a couple and then they ride him till they die, which for Zeke is usually about week 6. I don't see how Sanders isn't the play over Zeke here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't. I really have nothing for Zeke today. All right, let's see. Stephen Tao said, watch JK. He's still questionable. No, he is not. He is inactive.
He is
inactive. It has been reported by Diane Orsini.
Lavon Papa?
Amari, Michael Thomas, or Jarvis Landry?
I think I'm on Jarvis Landry.
I'm not. Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas,
not really all that close.
Okay.
Amari, I'm just telling you, with anything with Cleveland, if it involves throwing the ball, Seacrest out.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina, same way. We're in Carolina right now. It looks, take what you assume Enya's brain looks like. That's what it looks like outside. It's just gray and gross and sad and Sarah McLachlan song-y.
Look at Jeremy with the Enya references on a Sunday.
Hey, what up? I know social things. I know pop culture shit.
Look at you.
I know pop culture shit.
Michael Thomas with a bullet.
Agreed.
I like that. I like that offense.
And Lavon Papa, thanks for joining us. That's a new name. I haven't seen that one before. We're like an AA meeting for sports, so welcome in. And if you would like to say your name and tell us your teams and all those things, feel free to do that in the YouTube comments. Bill Buttigieg asked DST. For me, there's 4 of them. There's only 4 that I have any interest in playing today. San Francisco 49ers. I don't love the Colts. I know that sounds weird, but I don't love the Colts today. Not because I think they're going to give up a ton of points, just because I'm not so sure that they're going to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Davis Mills is going to be – that offense will be
fine,
plotty.
Yep.
They're not going to take a lot of shots. Not going to give you a lot of opportunities to turn them over.
Taking Tennessee?
I don't like that one. I'll be honest with you. I know this is going to sound nuts. Low-key DST that I'm not against today is the New York Giants. If you're just desperate, killed, holy shit, I don't have anybody left on DraftKings, I don't mind the Giants. I don't know how they're supposed to beat you over the top. I'm looking at Ryan Tannehill going, you've got Robert Woods, who is not the fastest receiver in the NFL, doesn't take the top off.
Right.
Traylon Burks, same thing, and Nick Westbrook Akina. What does that tell me? I'm going 7 in the box and going, hey, big boy, you ain't gonna be the one that beats me today.
2,300 on DraftKings is mega cheap.
It is. It's the 3rd or 4th cheapest defense in the league, and you could do worse. You could do worse. I'm just telling you.
I like the Dolphins.
The Dolphins are my favorite, though.
2,600. The Dolphins against the New England Patriots. If the new experiment with the offense in New England is as bad as it was in the preseason, I don't like their chances. And I could very well see Mac Jones throwing a few picks today.
All right, let's go rapid fire here because we've let the we've let the comments kind of mound up on us.
Uh-oh.
Hunter Renfro, Tyson Casey said apparently inactive today. I cannot find anything on that is from a reputable source. Give me just a minute. I will dig in, shoot a text, see if I can find out what's up with Hunter Renfro. Lisa said if Ronnie's out, the Jets might be sending the Hellhounds today. That being said, I might put Likely on the bench. Likely, I don't hate him as a dart throw in DFS. The only problem is you have to play him as a tight end. And I like way too many tight ends today. If you're new to the show, I am the tight end whisperer. I could fuck up a lot of things, but I am real good at tight ends. Let's see. Zeke Miles Sanders, we answered that one. Zach Ertz or Dalton Schultz? Rapid fire. Ertz, not close. Universal agreement, Zach Ertz. It is decided. Huzzah. I'm starting to feel like the soup Nazi. Breece Hall or Cordero Patterson. This is from Breck PF.
Breece.
Yep, same.
I agree. Universal decision. Breece Hall. It is decided. Let's see. Brock, I'm going to say Hughes. Please tell me if I fucked your name up. I really hate screwing people's names up. Need to fill my second. Flex, full PPR. Jacoby Myers, Ramondre Stevenson, or Breece Hall?
Ramondre.
The not New England Patriot.
Armchair, I feel like you and I are working off the same sheet today because I agree with you wholeheartedly.
I love my team, but I can't do it.
That's coming from a Patriots fan.
I get it.
I'll be honest with you. I don't, and this is just full disclosure for anybody that plays DFS. I don't play Patriots in DFS unless I absolutely have to, because I feel like I let my heart sometimes cloud it just a bit. I don't believe I think the Dolphins defense is going to be chalky because everybody thinks that the Patriots offense is all that it was in preseason, and it could be, but for that reason alone, I'm staying away from it.
I'm glad he said that because I am finding that the Dolphins are going to be chalky. By my metric, 30% owned in the millionaire. Now, that's a double-edged sword. If you have them and they poo-poo, 30% of you are behind the 8 ball. Mm-hmm. If you don't have them and they do what a lot of us think they'll do, you're in trouble.
Yeah,
because they could be the one defense that was cheap. You got to get into the 3X, the 4X. If you don't know what that means, take their salary, cut off the last 2 zeros, put a decimal point, multiply it by 3 or 4. That's how many points you want. That's how you build DraftKings lineups because your objective is to score 200 points. 200 points, you will have cashed in every week I have ever played, and I've played in every millionaire that DraftKings has ever had. So that's how you build a lineup. I like Miami today, but I do understand what he's saying. I think San Francisco is a nice fade because they started as chalk, but now they're expensive, and there's a lot of high-end players that a lot of people want in the lineup, so I could see San Francisco going low-owned. Let's see. So the answer to Brock's question, I think we were all on Brees, right?
I went Ramondre.
You went Ramondre. Austin Adams, start 2, sit 1. This is a tough fucking question. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Terry McLaurin, Christian Kirk.
Ooh. Amon-Ra and F1.
Ooh, I think in this scenario, I would sit Amon-Ra.
That's what I would do. That's my answer, too. Amon-Ra's probably going to draw Darius Slay.
He draws Darius Slay, and again, it's one of those distribution things.
And
like
you're picking
last year, Amon-Ra St. Brown hit it at the end of the season real big, but it was because he was the only option. Remember, T.J. Hawkinson was hurt. And so Amon-Ra was the number one option. Now you've got T.J. Hawkinson, you've got DJ Shark is there as well. I just don't know that, at least when it comes to these three, Terry's going to be fantastic. As I said before, I think Trevor has a big day today, and so Christian Kirk's going to get a lot of that.
If I had to sit one, it would be Amon-Ra. All right, let's see. Tyson Casey asked, should I start Paxton Lynch? Absolutely not.
Do it.
Absolutely not.
Pull the trigger.
You have one cheap quarterback. You already mentioned if you watch the show that you are a big fan of Jeremy. Cheapest quarterback of the week, I believe. That was his
Mitchell Trubisky.
If you're going to go cheap quarterback, go old Mitchy Biscuits.
I don't mind him today. I think Pittsburgh, Cincinnati could end up being a shootout. I'm dedicated. There are about 4 quarterbacks that I want to play this week. Lamar Jackson. But other than that, there are a few others, and we'll get into those as we go along here. DJ DuVernay, I'll get to that in a second. Paul Richardson, Keenan Allen, or DJ Moore as wide receiver 2? It's Keenan Allen, not close.
Yeah.
Rainy, gross in Charlotte. Been raining for 2 days. Feels going to be a muck fest. Basically, I'm out on any Panther not named Christian McCaffrey.
And the one thing that scares me about the Las Vegas defense is their secondary. And I think you got, Meek Robertson is the one that's probably going to line up on Keenan.
I would say Hobbs probably lines up on
it doesn't matter who lines up on him. He's like 100 feet tall and has some of the best hands in the league. He'll catch it.
Yeah, I like Keenan Allen today. DJ DuVernay, Edmonds or Tony as my flex full PPR.
Tony.
Agreed.
And I don't think it's all that close.
I thought about it for a second.
I didn't think about it for a tenth of a second because there is a path that Miami's starting running back is Raheem Mostert.
Really?
There is a path to that. I want to see it before I do anything. I drafted Chase Edmonds and Raheem Mostert in one of the biggest leagues I'm in. Somebody offered me Damian Pierce and Deshaun Watson for Chase Edmonds, and I went
in
as fast as humanly possible. But I've held on to Mostert. He doesn't really do anything unless something happened to Edmonds, unless he's actually the one, and I want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
He's a guy that I probably will look to trade this week when Chase Edmonds gets 65% of the snaps, but I want to see it first.
It's week 1. Way too risky.
Yeah.
Curtis Davis asks, start 1, Albert O, Miles Sanders, or Tyler Lockett?
Miles Sanders.
Not close. Miles Sanders by a lot. Jonna, please tell me if I said your name correctly. I hate fucking people's names up. Lazard and JK out. Which 2 should I start? Curtis Samuel, Alec Pierce, Sammy Watkins. Full PPR, for what that matters.
Pierce and Watkins?
Yeah.
We're agreeing way too much today.
I don't like Curtis Samuel.
Do you know why, though? Because week 1. And what we're going off are injury reports and game script, as opposed to, all right, now I've seen the offense running, so I know what's going on.
The thing I will say,
it's pay up week 1, buddy. It's pay up week 1.
All right, the one thing I will say, yeah, Curtis Samuel is going to draw Darius Williams because he's going to play in the slot, and I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, I stick with what we said.
Yep.
Sammy was the no-doubter there. I had to decide between Pierce and Samuel. Were you both in the same boat?
Yeah.
Sammy's the no-doubter. He's the one in Green Bay.
Yes.
Now, for what that matters, Aaron has to trust him. We don't know if he does or not. So we shall see on that one. Bill Buttigieg asked, are the Saints good for a DST pick today?
Yeah. Against Atlanta? Of course.
I think they're one of the best ones.
I would say so.
They're one of the best ones. Now, you have to pay up.
I was going to say, if you're playing DFS, I mean, they're, what, $1,000 more than the Miami Dolphins?
Correct.
So
$3,700 on
that's a little spendy,
mm-hmm.
but not so much that it would take me off of it.
But if you're playing a season long or whatever.
Season long, they're about as good as they get.
Right.
Bill Buttigieg also said stay away from Rashad Bateman today. Agreed. Stephen Tao asked why. Because you're going to see a mixture of Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed. They are not scared at all of Rashad Bateman. They want Lamar to throw at Rashad because Sauce is going to be physical with him. He is bigger than him. I like both tight ends. I'm in love with Mark Andrews. I'm in like with Isaiah Likely. I think he's the 3. I would not touch any other receiver for the Ravens. I considered Devin DuVernay, and then I said it out loud and went, I'm actually thinking about playing Devin DuVernay in fantasy football. That's kind of like saying I'm thinking about giving the stripper my phone number. Don't do that. Bad idea every single time. Don't do that. Let's see. Eric Miller, ETN, Bateman, Breece Hall is a flex. ETN not close for me.
Agreed.
Yeah, ETN, Hall, Bateman in that order.
That's how I would go, I think. JT Money asked, Patriots offense, Texans offense, which one's better?
Texans offense?
I want to agree. I really do, but I'm not going to.
You're not going to.
There is one member of the New England Patriots that I can see playing today.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dameon Pierce is a play every week, especially in DFS until they get his price right. He's too good to be that cheap. There is one member of the Patriots that I kind of want to share or two of today.
Devante Parker.
How many receivers in the NFL have more contested catches in the last 2 years?
None.
You want to hear the list again?
Yeah. It's always none. When Jeremy asks these questions, it's always none.
Yeah, end of message, repeat the line.
$4,800 runes on DraftKings.
And you could do worse.
Mm-hmm.
You could do worse. Because I'm not sure that X-Man's going to be locked on him. I don't think he will be. I believe X-Man's going to be elsewhere. All right, take over for a second. I got to bring Armchair back.
I'm looking. Pat's on. Okay, so Damian Harris, Elijah Mitchell, or Raheem Mostert. This one from Levon Papa.
Elijah Mitchell.
I think it's Elijah Mitchell, and I don't think it's relatively close. Damian Harris, the reports about Ramondre Stevenson and how they're going to use him, has he taken over as the go-to in the backfield for the New England Patriots is the question. And I just don't know the answer to that until we see it on the field. I love Elijah Mitchell and Raheem Mostert. I don't think he's the starter. I think it's Chase Edmonds.
I don't know. I want to see it first. The one that I know definitively, San Francisco is going to be up. They're thin with no George. Now, I will say the no George Kittle thing makes me a little nervous, but both backup tight ends are good blockers. So that makes me less nervous.
Christian Kirk or Hollywood Brown? I'd say Kirk.
Oh, God.
It's closer than I think any of the other questions that we've had involving Christian Kirk, for me anyway. Because he's got to throw. Kyler's got to throw to somebody. And they're going to throw a lot.
He does. All right, we have Armchair back on the line. We had a little kerfuffle there.
All right, the question posed here, Armchair, is Christian Kirk or Hollywood Brown? I think it's the closest question that we've had involving Christian Kirk so far today.
I love Hollywood Brown, but no, I'm Hollywood Brown there.
Okay,
I'm Hollywood. I am too. I wanted to hear him say it. I really did. Oh, no, that button doesn't work. Shit. Where's he at?
I'm your boy.
There it is.
There you go.
I was on the wrong page of buttons.
Albert O or Hayden Hurst?
That's from DJ DuVernay.
Draft tight ends better.
No, I don't agree with you because people tap out on tight ends way too easy. See, I've said this before. With tight ends, I live by the Ricky Bobby philosophy. I'm going to be honest with you. I have worse than that in many leagues, and I do this for a living.
Really?
So, I mean, I know you glibly said draft tight ends better.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real honest with you. Over the 5 years I've been doing this, more tight ends taken in the first 8 rounds have been busts than have been booms.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm totally fine with that strategy because one of them's going to work. This week I'm going to say Albert O, solely because I don't know who the fuck is supposed to defend him.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get some weird combination of Minka and Bush and Miles Jack on Hayden Hurst, and I think I'm good there. Armchair, you agree?
Yeah, I don't. Hurst is fine. If you're between those two, I think it's Alberto.
I agree.
Full PPR start from Y2J29.
First of all, loved you when you made fun of The Rock.
Yes, that was awesome. Full PPR start, A.J. Dillon. He also has Aaron Jones, or Michael Thomas, or Damian Pierce.
You can't start Jones and Dillon together for me, not in week 1 till and I think I know what the split looks like, but for this week, let me look at my overall rankings to make sure. Yeah, I'm going Damian Pierce.
Damian Pierce.
I'm going Damian Pierce.
Damian Pierce until he shows me otherwise.
Next week, by the way, if you're a member of our Patreon, you will be able to see all of my rankings. I meant to have that done for this week, and the server crashed and haven't had time to build all the shit back. So
I'm on Damian Pierce as well in this one, but I think it's close with A.J. Dillon. I think I would take the chance to start them both.
Well, the problem with starting them both is you're limiting your upside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never a fan of limiting my upside. And maybe that's because I've been such a committed DK player for so long that now I want to score a shitload. I'd say I never played cash.
Mm-hmm.
Cash never did it for me. I don't want to spend $5 to win 10. That's like paying a hooker to cuddle. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, if I'm gonna throw dollars at a lady of the night, I want to make a memory and like show up in Vegas at Charlie Sheen's house. I want to win all the dollars. So I'm going to say Damian Pierce.
Shea Ambrose. That's a name I haven't seen before. Have you seen that one?
What up, Shea?
Yeah.
We're like an AA meeting for sports. If you would like to introduce yourself in the comments, all the good things, feel free.
Hi, Shea. Shout out from Wyoming.
Love Wyoming.
Wyoming's a great place.
I'm not going to lie. Every time I fly over Wyoming, I'm like, fuck, I can just go there. Nobody would know.
Spent the night in a KOA campground in Casper, Wyoming one time. This is not a bad place. Beautiful area. I'm playing against Stephon Diggs this week, so I need all the ceiling plays. Full PPR, Cortland Sutton, T. Higgins, Hollywood Brown.
If you hadn't prefaced it with I'm playing Stephon Diggs, I would have said T. Higgins.
Because you're already behind 40 points.
Yep. I'm going to go Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood Brown.
I mean, it pains me to say out loud because I don't think he could play dead in a Western, but I also think Kansas City couldn't stop a nosebleed with a roll of paper towels. So I'm going to go Hollywood Brown.
I like Sutton.
I don't mind Sutton. I'm not going to lie. I considered Sutton more closely than I did T. Higgins with the preface of upside.
Yes. Yeah, we're talking straight ceiling here. I mean,
you're having to swing for the fences here because Stephon Diggs went out and did that dog pill thing that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. I think we're going to be a 3-way split on this one. I think I'll go T. Higgins.
Indeed. Drim ML, please let me know if I said that correctly. Would you guys start Darnell Mooney, Josh Jacobs, or Brandon Ayuk at the flex, full PPR?
Ayuk, not close for me.
I'm terrified of Ayuk right now.
I'm not terrified of Ayuk, but I think I'm going to dissent with you and go Josh Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
I will not play a Chicago Bear. Frankly, you could tell me that the server itself will double the points of any Bear, and I'm still fucking out.
I would agree.
6 points from the Bear.
The only person in the secondary that I trust from Chicago, and it's not a whole lot, is Jalen Johnson. And I
plays on the outside. He'd be on Ayuk. He's not going to be on Debo.
You don't think he'll be on Debo? Okay.
Rob Johnson, first one to go super chat. Thank you, Rob. Flex, Damian Harris, Tony Pollard, Chase Claypool, or George Pickens. We will go back to the chat. When super chats come in, we take those first. Then we go back to where we're in the chat.
And don't forget that all the super chats that come in throughout this month are going to be donated to Eblin Charity St. Nicholas Project, just like the Battle for the Belt donations.
And if you're new, because we have a lot of names, the link up top is our Battle for the Belt to be Beer City's best fantasy football champion. All of the entries have been paid thanks to the Appalachian State Mountaineers,
Woo!
WNC Auto Detailing, and us.
That's
so
right.
hop in.
Hop in. It's absolutely free. Your donation is covered. You can still make a $20 donation for Eblin Charity St. Nicholas Project. That's an organization that here in Buncombe County, North Carolina, where we are, since we got a lot of people out of state watching, they are an organization that raises money and collects toys for needy children around our area to have a very special Christmas. Last year, they were able to help over 1,350 kids, so we want to make sure that we can help them do that even more this year. So
much like the
Super
New
Chats.
England receiving corps, we're very slotty when it comes to charity.
Yes, we are.
So there was our requisite there.
Click the link in the description of the video if you want to get in on the DFS contest.
It's also pinned to the top of the YouTube comments.
There you go. All right, Flex, Damian Harris, Tony Pollard, Chase Claypool, or George Pickens?
I'm taking out both Steelers.
Really? So you're between Harris and Pollard?
I'm going Pollard.
I'm between Pickens and Pollard, and I want to say George Pickens.
Oh, Stephen Tao. We come right back to this. Where's my button? There it is.
I'm your huckleberry.
For the children's.
Right.
$20 donation.
$20.
Thank you,
Good
Stephen
job.
Tao.
Good job, Stephen.
That's why we do what we do. I'm going Tony Pollard.
I'll go Pickens.
Armchair.
I hate this question. I don't like Claypool or Pickens because I think it's a split.
I do too.
If you're looking at him, so you're losing points there. Pollard, I guess if I had to, gun to the head, Harris he'll get touchdown vampired from Ramondre. So
George Pickens has Eli Apple, and I hate Eli Apple with a passion of 1,000 burning suns. So
Eli toast.
Yeah, pretty much. And the hype train could not be bigger on George Pickens right now. I think he could have a massive week one.
All right, so we got to go rapid fire here because we have fallen behind in the comments.
Well, let's go.
Satisfied Browns fan. I need to draft a Chiefs running back. I have no idea why. I think somebody has taken Satisfied Browns fan hostage. Do I go Isaiah Pacheco? Yes.
Yeah.
Solely because I know Clyde Edwards-Helaire couldn't play with himself. So Ronald Jones, same thing. If I have the choice between four things, all right, to me the Chiefs running backs are a lot like there are four doors. I know behind door number one somebody's going to hit me in the dick with a wiffle ball bat, but behind door number two somebody's going to smack me in the face with a leather strap. Door number three, somebody is going to shoot me in the foot with a nail gun, and door number four, well, that might be okay. I mean, somebody might shoot you in the head behind door number four. I don't really know. I just know the other three are going to hurt.
There might be a glory hole back there that
100%,
you don't know what's coming.
100%, and not the happy end.
You don't know what's coming, and it ain't going to be you.
Yeah, you're on the whole end, not the glory side. Fat Golfer said, Kittle's out. Should I pick up Bob Tunyon, Irv Smith, or Gerald Everett, or Mo Alley Cox? I'm scared of the Colts tight ends. Jelani Woods is the one that I knew what he was going to say.
Irv.
He's drunk on Irv Smith, even more than I am. This week, usually I'd say Irv Smith. I'm going with Robert Tunyon this week.
Yep. Yeah. I'm on Bob Tunyon. I think he's going to have a bounce-back year this year.
And he also is fantastic at your HVAC needs because he sounds like somebody that would own an HVAC company.
Yes.
Come on down to Bob Tunyon's. SBD AIDS, which I don't know what that name means, but there's a joke there somewhere.
You've got the AIDS.
Never seen the name before. Welcome in. We're like an AA meeting for sports. Alave, David Montgomery, AJ Greene.
Oh, Billy.
Yeah.
Alave? Maybe?
I'm going David Montgomery. Upside's higher. More touches. Alave's a rookie wide receiver.
Yeah.
Michael Thomas is coming back. I feel like they're going to force feed him, and, well, AJ Greene is DMP old.
Yeah, I wouldn't play Greene. And I can't play Olave either. I'm not there yet. Not there yet.
DJ DuVernay asked about the Ravens defense this week. Sorry to ask me.
Love it.
I'm going to say this as clearly as I can. There's an old Artie Lang joke, all right? And I've told this on this show before. I tell it about once a year. And it's about my dad. All right, when my dad was a kid, he was very into the Jets. Then, 16 came around, hormones cranked up, he got very into girls. Then about 21 rolled around, and he stopped chasing girls and he got back into the Jets. And one day I asked him, Dad, after all those years of chasing women, why did you get back into the Jets? And his answer to me was very simple. He said, son, women won't always fuck you. The Jets will always fuck you. Ravens this week, love them all. Take them all. Frankly, play as many of them as you can.
Even in DFS, you're paying up for them, $4,000 for the Ravens defense?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
That's a nice contrarian play because the Dolphins are going to be super chalky.
Yep.
And no, I did not do cocaine before the show. I'm just naturally like this.
He's had a lot of coffee and drank one very nasty bang.
Four of these, and that's not the first one of those bangs I've had. That's my second. Frankly, it's been a lot of coffee. It's a lot of caffeine.
Wait, you drank 2 of those birthday
sure
cake
did.
bullshits?
They taste like shit.
Ooh.
They taste like she-hate.
Just saying, I usually like bangs, but the birthday cake bang is god-awful.
You know what? I like caffeine. Like caffeine a lot. Caffeine's good shit. Let's go.
Yikes. He is amped up. What are your okay, so
John Bunning asks, what are your thoughts on George Pickens? I love him for the long term. I don't know what to think about him this week. Tank, before the show, said he's going to draw Eli Apple.
Yep.
A, that's not as pretty of a matchup as you think. B, he still got Mitchell Trubisky as the point man. I just want to see, and look, this is a Tank line. I want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't tend to be how fantasy football works, but with George Pickens, I'm curious of what the split looks like. Deontay Johnson's still the one.
Mm-hmm.
The question is Claypool the 2 or is George Pickens the 2? Because I feel like Pickens and Freiermuth kind of do the same thing, and I'm worried that the target share is not going to be there. Not saying he's not going to be good for the year, just I'm really curious to see how this breaks down today.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, fingers crossed, Lazard not playing was the main source of Pickens playing. If you're in a situation where you have to play him, you could do worse. Looking at my rankings among receivers today, I have George Pickens at LMNO 41. So you could do worse. He's a high-end wide receiver 4.
Mm-hmm. Stoned Sportscast.
Which sounds like something I need to watch.
Sports Podcast. I'll be a guest. Do we partake during podcast? Because I like
he will be the one of the two that will actually partake in that.
100%.
Stone is a good amigo of mine and is new to the sportsocracy, but good amigo of mine. Great show, sports comedy. And
Sweet,
like it.
Sweet.
Also involves the Greene stuff. So
hot. I won't do that, but I'll get caffeinated again and do this.
How do we feel about Ayuk, says Stoned Sports Podcast. He screwed me last year, but I have him in Dynasty, hoping he gets more looks with Lance at quarterback, but I don't know. What do you think?
I like Ayuk today. With no Kittle, I like him even more.
Mm-hmm.
And plus the fact that Chicago's defense is just, how do I say this nicely? In the pantheon of NFL defenses, they are the G-League of NFL defenses.
The G-League.
hold on.
Not the G League. The G League.
You telling me you have 2 pop culture references in one show?
Bam.
Crazy.
They're the shitty Jennifer Lopez movie of the NFL. I love Ayuk today. Season long, you got to be cautious. But Debo's hurt a lot. Kittle's hurt a lot. Ayuk is the one that has seemed to be the healthiest. So I have no qualms really with it.
I have a lot of eggs in that Brandon Ayuk basket this year. A lot of shares of him across all of my leagues. I am very high on Ayuk, not just in week 1, but all season long.
JT Money's our next question. Michael Thomas, Josh Palmer, or DJ Chark in the flex in a PPR?
Michael Thomas.
I agree, but I would be remiss if I didn't say
Take his
that
moment.
Josh Palmer is the greatest wide receiver to come into the NFL since Auden Tate. Baby!
Auden Tate, who he beat the drum for over and over and over again,
Hey,
and now
you
he
know
can't
what?
even find a spot.
You know what? He's going to find a spot in this league, and he's going to be a great player.
Mm-hmm.
You just go ahead and shut
5
the whole
years
fuck
in, I
up.
don't like your chances.
Josh Palmer's a great play, but I feel like Palmer will be a good play if anything ever happened to Keenan Allen or Mike Williams. He becomes a top 24 wide receiver in the NFL. Just throwing this out there, the guy that I beat this drum for last year was Gabriel Davis.
Mm-hmm.
So
That went well.
that went gooder.
How many points are the Lions projected to score today? Asked Pennywise.
Oh, let's see. Let's
over set at 48.5 on the game. So
48.5 over, or the spread's what, 4.5?
Yeah.
All right, so that would put it at 26, 22.5. Or no, 26.5, 22. So you're looking at 3 touchdowns for the Lions today. Swift gets 1. Jared Goff probably throws 2. I'll say 1 goes to Hawkinson, 1 goes to
St. Brown. No,
I'll go DJ Chark.
DJ Shark. All right.
That's off the top of my head. Let me check my. Yep. It's weird when you spend enough time doing rankings that you can just spout it off the top of your dome piece.
All right, so that I guess that'll take care of Safwan Ben Malik's question. TJ Hawkinson, question mark. How you feel against the Philadelphia Eagles?
It's fine. It's fine. I would have liked it better before Chauncey Gardner-Johnson became a thing in Philadelphia, but
Jake Eastock, in case you haven't heard us talk about Dameon Pierce, yes, he's absolutely worth a flex play today.
Love Dameon Pierce a lot.
Justin Parton asks, is Treylon Burks playing today?
Yes.
Yep.
Eric Bradley wants to know on DraftKings, Travis Etienne, Elijah Mitchell, Antonio Gibson.
In order, I go Antonio Gibson, Elijah Mitchell, Travis Etienne.
I'm with you.
If you're looking for a contrarian, ATN might be the number 2 there.
I think Gibson's
is the no doubt one.
Gibson's the contrarian play of the day, because all of the narrative on him all off season long has been so unbelievably stupid to me.
He sucks. Oh, look, he's returning kicks.
They're going to have him as the punt returner. Hey, y'all watch this. Undisciplined Jacksonville Jaguar young team on the road.
Yep.
Just. I'm gonna sit back and I'm at the Village Porch in North Asheville today. If you want to come on down and hang out with us, I'll be there all day long. Tank will be there for part of the day. Brian Haynes will be there at 1:00 today. I might even get drunk and YouTube live in Armchair.
Joshua Penix wants to know Cole Kmet or Dallas Goedert.
Go Dirte today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On account of Bears.
Who are poop.
I would also say I don't know about the Lions against tight ends.
I don't think it's going to be great. Komet's
be good.
Komet's higher in the pecking order of receiving targets on his team, but also something just to throw this out there, the other potential weather game is 49ers Bears. Yes. Always check the weather. It's very important. So all these questions about Ayuk, just know it could be raining.
Tyson Martinez, Lockett, Mooney, or Kadarius Toney?
Kadarius Toney.
Yes.
Yeah, not Lockett. Again.
And for me, I would have Mooney and Lockett are in a sludge bowl for me. Safwan Ben Malik asked, Colts had the best run defense last season. Are you sure about Pierce? I am, and here's why. There are and now look, Pierce for me is almost exclusively a DraftKings play. In leagues, it depends on who you're going, who the other potential option is. I'm not worried about the defense. There are certain running backs that you look at and go, I don't give a damn who the defense is. Mediocre running backs are matchup dependent. I don't think Dameon Pierce is a mediocre running back. There are a few positions in this league that you can take one look at them in the preseason and go, holy shit balls, that kid's good. Dameon Pierce is one of those. Mm-hmm. I also like the scheme for Houston, zone blocking scheme, pull out in front, one cut, go. I like that for Dameon Pierce. It takes a lot of the guesswork out for a rookie running back.
Oh, we got our first question about a kicker. Should I drop Alexander Madison or Kareem Hunt for a kicker, says Jimmy.
No.
Just play without one.
Roll without one. I'm in 37 leagues. Do you know how many teams I have a kicker on actively right now?
3, 4.
And you know why I know that number? Because there's 4 leagues that force me to draft one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a choice. And a lot of people, well, you're giving up points. You're right, but I'm also holding on to a tradable asset. I'll use Jimmy's scenario here. Alexander Madison and Kareem Hunt. Let's say Nick Chubb gets a hangnail or Dalvin Cook gets his hair hung in his helmet or what. none of it would hurt them, but there's a small injury risk. How much are those two guys worth?
Right. Alexander Madison becomes a big trade chip should something happen.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
That kicker is irrelevant. All right, 10 points. Let's say you lose a week by those 10 points. The value of a Alexander Madison or a Kareem Hunt is exponentially higher for the rest of the year than that one game is.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, kickers aren't real people.
Michael Whiteside said, "Can I hold the bat, please?" I don't know what that means. Oh, is that in
the wiffle ball bat?
Oh, yeah,
behind
100%.
door number 1.
Oh yeah, 100%. You are one of the ones that would scare me.
There's another one. Looks like Hunter Renfrow is inactive. I still have not seen that.
Working on it. Keep going. I'll see if I can pull something. Or I'll keep going.
Well, I'm trying to find another question here. And the screen just jumped on me.
With Kittle out, I had to pick up Pat Freiermuth as my tight end off waivers. How am I looking today?
Great.
Very good, Kelvin Joyner. My question would be, why are the people in your league not drafting Pat Freiermuth? Because that's confusing to me.
Yes.
Watch this show for the year, take all their monies. And then, you know what? We'll celebrate together.
Olave or Tony in DFS?
Tony?
I'm going to answer that the exact same way you did. Tony with the high up inflection at the end.
Question mark.
Because I feel like there's a question mark on the back of that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you guys.
Just doesn't make a ton of for DF. Like, my question is, Olave is $4,500 on DraftKings.
That's a little rich for me. I would rather go Romeo Doubs at $3,000, knowing that Rodgers trusts him more than the other rookies.
Go Dubs and then pay up for Michael Thomas, who's like $5,100,
which is still cheap for what Michael Thomas can do.
So cheap.
Adam Salome.
I hope we said your name right. Please let us know.
That's a new one, like an AA meeting for sports. Welcome into the Sportsocracy. Start 2, bench 1. He's got Barkley, Pittman, and Connor.
I'm benching James Conner.
Yeah.
Because I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to get absolutely dog-walked. So that's how that goes.
I don't know about dog-walked.
They're going to get fucking slaughtered. I mean, I could honestly see Kansas City winning this game 45-10.
You don't think they'll be able to move the ball at all?
I mean, I don't care if they score. They're not going to be able to stop Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes is a low-key great play today, and he will not be as popular as you would think. Super chat from Nicholas Cole.
I'm your huckleberry.
Need wide receiver help? Please pick one. Jerry Jeudy, Adam Thielen, Devante Smith. Hurts is my quarterback, or Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Please help.
Jerry Jeudy. Against Seattle?
Jerry Jeudy will be fine. I think he'll be a good play, but Smith.
All right, so you said Jeudy.
Yep.
He said Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Adam Thielen. Frankly, I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. Highest upside is Adam Thielen, because I think that offense is going to have to throw a lot, and we don't really know what that looks like. I feel like I know what Devante Smith's going to be. It's about what it was last year. He's bottom end wide receiver 3. Jerry Jeudy's like the great Sasquatch of the NFL. I hear about it. I'm told about it, but I haven't seen it.
Again, you don't want to wait around for your question to be asked. Super Chat is the way to get that done. Otherwise, we move along in order as they come in. Jamison Elson.
Hold on, we got another one. Michael Whiteside said Niners-Bears predictions. Let's see. What is the highest number we've ever seen an NFL team score in the rain? 57? I'll go 57-2, San Francisco 49ers.
Yikes.
I don't think that game's close for 5 seconds. I really don't. San Francisco is going to I'll put it this way. There will be people in prison at 7 o'clock tonight for doing less to people than the San Francisco 49ers are about to do to Chicago.
I could see 31-3 them taking their foot off the gas. I don't know about scoring 57 points.
I don't know that you're accurate.
Okay.
Trey Lance, you're going to get him as many meaningful snaps as you can.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one situation where you can get him nice and acclimated, and you have no fear of what's on the other side.
But even if it's gross?
Don't care.
You get up by 2 or 3 scores.
Don't care.
Why?
Don't care. I've still got Jimmy Garoppolo. These are free snaps for me against a defense that I'm not scared of.
Okay.
I will play Trey Lance until the end, until it's over. I'm not putting Jimmy Garoppolo in for any reason. I know what I have.
Armchair, what do you think?
24-10 Niners.
Oh, he was way nicer.
Ooh.
Look, the Bears the Niners will gift them something stupid. It's rainy. There could be a turnover near the end zone. You never know what happens. So I'm gonna gift the Bears good field position one time to score, but it'll probably be late, meaningless, and the Niners will just play the possession game.
All righty, Jamison Elson. That's a new name?
We're like an AA meeting for sports. If you want to, in the comments, say what your drug of choice is, mine's Devante Parker. He's fucked me more times than any of my ex-wives.
PPR flex start. Miles Sanders or A.J. Dillon? Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders, but damn, it's close.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, agreed.
He has a second question. Pick 3 of Cooks, Juju, Chris Godwin, Michael Thomas.
Who are you leaving out? I'm leaving out Juju.
I'm leaving out Godwin.
I'm leaving out Cooks.
Wow.
Godwin's on a snap count.
I'm glad you said that because that was going to be the next thing I was going to say. Now, we'll say this. Godwin has a higher upside because he is better than all 3 of the players you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Limited snap count. That could get me, if we wanted some kind of consensus, if I had to agree on Juju or Michael Thomas to be the dissenting third, I would go Godwin. There's no way I'm sitting a legitimate Kansas City Chiefs weapon today because they could score 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ayuk.
Holy shit, I just got like 5. All right, y'all. Talk amongst yourselves. I just got some things.
Tyler Moma has a trade question. Brandon Ayuk and a first for DJ Moore. Are you doing it or are you being offered it? That would be the first
which side
question.
are you on?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't like giving up first-round picks. Now, we'll say this. Here's the caveat. In a dynasty, this year, probably half of the first-round picks are going to be quarterbacks because there are not a ton of receivers in this draft, and there are not a ton of running backs in this draft. So, you know what? I don't think there's a huge difference between Ayuk and DJ Moore. One has a quarterback and one doesn't. So,
I would keep my first-round pick.
I would keep the first-round pick.
Yeah.
And now, if you're on the side getting the pick, absolutely.
Yes.
I'm always a fan in Dynasty of getting first-round picks.
Chase Edmonds, this comes from Ryan. Chase Edmonds, David Montgomery, or Dameon Pierce at flex. TD?
Today.
Oh, today.
Pierce?
I can tell you didn't spend as much time in AOL chat rooms as I did.
Yeah, no.
ASL, bitch.
I do a lot of football. TD means touchdown.
Yeah.
I was like, flex touchdown? What's that?
I'm going to go Dameon Pierce.
I'd agree. Between those 3, I don't trust David Montgomery against that 49ers defense, and Chase Edmonds, not sure what that's going to look like in Miami.
No.
Yeah, I'm on Dameon Pierce there.
PPR League from Nicholas Cole says need some help at wide receiver, Judy, MVS, or Thielen. I'm on Judy again.
I'm on Thielen again.
Against that Green Bay secondary.
Marcus Valdez-Scantling could probably save a flock of kittens out of a tree, and I would still go, you suck!
MVS is the third option in that scenario 100 times out of 100. Judy by a skosh over Thielen. MVS is irrelevant.
By a skosh, that's a biblical term.
Thielen for me. I think that Sutton gets more love today over Judy.
I do too. If I'm playing a Denver Bronco receiver today, it's Cortland Sutton.
Shay Ambrose says, who would win in a punt pass kick? Adult Tyreek Hill or 12-year-old Mike Holmgren?
Oh, I'm assuming you're talking about Andy Reid.
That's what I would think.
Oh God, I'm going gigantic child Andy Reid.
You kind of have to, don't you?
I'm going gigantic child Andy Reid.
He'd be wielding a chicken wing. That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt.
Hammer
down.
I'm on the other side. I'm Tyreek Hill.
Maybe this is the West Virginian me, but Pat McAfee made College Game Day watchable again. Just throwing that out there.
Tight end slot, Eric Bradley wants to know, Kyle Pitts or Darren Waller? I like Darren Waller.
I'm going to go Kyle Pitts. I really like Waller. I have a ton of shares of Waller. I think Waller should reasonably be tight end 1. He's always hurt, and that kills him. Talent-wise, though, he's probably the best. I don't know what to expect out of him yet, and I think that he loses share to Devante Adams. Although, depending on the Renfro news, I might go back to Waller.
I cannot find anything on Renfro. So I sent the text out. It appears he's going to play.
The rumor is out there that Hunter Renfro's not going to play. And if that is the case, if that does happen, then Darren Waller's target share obviously goes up. But there's going to be a lot of throwing in that game anyway.
Mm-hmm.
As Vegas is going to have to throw to keep up with the Chargers. Atlanta's going to have to throw to try to do something against New Orleans. I just hate that. I hate that matchup, anything Atlanta.
And I'm not sure I hate it for Kyle Pitts. If Drake London's playing, I like Pitts. But you know what? If London plays, I'll take Pitts. If London doesn't play, I'll take Darren Waller. I know that's kind of a wishy-washy answer, but it's the best I got because it's very, very close.
That's fine. That's fine. Next question here in the comments. Aaron Rodgers or Dak Prescott? This one coming from Mano Nagarahan. No chance I got that correct. Welcome into the Sportsocracy. We are an AA meeting for sports. So, Mono, Aaron Rodgers or Dak Prescott? Aaron Rodgers.
I feel like you skipped several questions there.
Did I?
Yeah. Let's answer this one. We'll go back to the ones that we missed. Aaron Rodgers or Dak? I'm going to go Aaron.
Dak. I'm going Dak. I'm going to consent, and I hate it.
I'm going to go Aaron Rodgers.
I'll be the dissenter. I don't care.
I don't like anything Dallas Cowboy today.
Mm-hmm.
Dak has 6 good games a year, and this is going to be one of them.
Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys today are going to be the Nancy Pelosi of the NFL. I don't like anything about them.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, and you know what's sad? That's the one person I could have said that we'd all go, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Bingo. Darren Geibel?
Yep.
I mean, I hope I said your name right. Right. If I didn't, in the comments, let me know how to actually pronounce your name. Rashad Bateman, Christian Kirk, Miles Sanders, David Montgomery, pick 3.
In a half PPR.
In a half PPR. So that means I'm automatically going Miles Sanders and David Montgomery. Half PPR running backs are just way more valuable.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's down to Bateman or Kirk. Kirk gets the Washington Commanders, and Bateman probably gets Sauce Gardner. So I'll say Bateman's the one I'll sit.
Same.
Agreed.
Oh, Matt Lister, headed to the book, needs some NFL bangers. I think I can make that happen. Give me about 4 minutes to posture, and I can give you some bangers.
All right, we'll put a pin in that while Jeremy does a little banger research there.
Mainly just I need to know what the active lines are.
Stephen Tao says, that's an answer to Stone Sports Podcast. Which Ravens back is playing today? Kenyon Drake and Mike Davis. Thank you, Stephen Tao, for taking care of that question for us. Tyler Muma did say that he had been offered the DJ Moore side, so he would be giving up the first-round pick and Brandon Ayuk to get DJ Moore. Don't do that.
Yeah, I think I'm good on that.
Don't do that.
I think I'm good on
that. Venom US.
That's a new name.
Yep.
We're like an AA meeting for sports. In the comments, say what it is that is your drug of choice. Mine's Devante Parker. I've let him hurt me more times than I can count.
Antonio Gibson or Ezekiel Elliott? Antonio Gibson by a mile.
Agreed.
Ezekiel Elliott against that defensive front for Tampa. I've said it earlier in the podcast. I don't like any of that.
We're getting Armchair back.
Full PPR, Lockett, Damian Harris, or Robert Woods?
Oh, there's a new name.
I'm on Woods.
I am too,
Yeah.
but I don't feel warm and cuddly about it.
Anything Seattle, I'm out on. Anything New England Patriots, I think I'm out on as well. So Robert Woods today against the New York Giants. That's the thing about that Giants Tennessee game. I don't know what to feel about the Giants secondary.
I'm just not worried about it because I don't love anything in that Titan receiver room that much. I mean, what am I supposed to be worried about? I'm worried about Robert Woods as the only guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not. The Giants are one of my low-key bangers of the day. To cover, not to win, but I do think they can cover. I think that offense is going to look different.
Okay.
And not having Harold Landry is a big damn deal.
All right, AJ wants to know half PPR. Breece Hall, Amon-Ra St. Brown, or Michael Thomas for the flex spot?
Let's say it again.
Breece Hall, Amon-Ra St. Brown, or Michael Thomas for the flex in a half PPR. I think I'm on Michael Thomas there. Breece Hall is the odd man out for me.
Breece Hall, Michael Thomas. Say the other one.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. Fuck. The damn sure know he's not talking about Equanimous. Breece Hall's in the split.
God, that's close.
Breece Hall's in the split with Michael Carter. Amon-Ra St. Brown going up against Philadelphia. I like Philadelphia's secondary.
I do too, and I think you're gonna get a lot of coverage on. You're gonna get a lot of coverage on Amon-Ra.
What is your expected line from Michael Thomas
Today?
Yeah,
7 catches, 77 yards.
and a touchdown. Does he get in the end zone?
I'll say no. He'll have A.J. Terrell on it. Just throwing that out there. Not that I really care.
Will it be A.J. Terrell or will it be Casey Hayward?
I will say it's A.J. Terrell. I think Hayward probably ends up on
Olave.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Either way, I don't like the start for Olave.
Nicholas Cole in our YouTube chat
I'm your huckleberry.
with another super chat. Flex help got Jacobs, CEH, Cortland Sutton. Armchair.
Sutton.
I'm going to go Josh Jacobs.
I like Jacobs a lot.
But why? They're going to have to throw so much. I don't know how much
Are they?
he runs.
Who's going to catch passes?
Are they?
And by the way, just remember the Chargers were god-awful stopping the run last year. I know they added a lot of shit.
They
I'm
did.
well aware of that.
They did.
I'm well aware of that. First game. I'm going Josh Jacobs.
Who's going to catch passes? Devante Adams, Hunter Renfrow.
No, out of the backfield. Zamir White sure
oh.
as shit ain't going to do it.
Right.
And that's the only two running backs really on the roster. And Nicholas
you.
Cole has another great point. Unless they have the lead. If the Raiders come out and put up 2 early touchdowns, Josh Jacobs is going to get force-fed. That's another running back. He's in that Antonio Gibson. He's in that Antonio Gibson realm of people have just tapped on him way too much.
Yeah.
All right, my screen jumped here. I got to find where we're at again.
Kelvin Joyner, it's just the first one I saw. I have Eckler, Swift, Pierce at running back. Which two do I start? Eckler, Swift.
Yes.
Pierce is good. He ain't that damn good.
Yep.
Yet. But he could be.
Glenn Hopper, Devontae Parker, A.J. Dillon in the flex, PPR.
Ooh.
That one's
I'm going Parker.
That one's a tasty. I'm going to go A.J. Dillon.
I like Parker because I think he'll get the catches. He might not get the yards, but he'll get the catches in PPR.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Half PPR, Rashad Bateman, Christian Kirk, Miles Sanders, David Montgomery, pick 3.
Wait, say it again?
We did that one.
We did
We
that
already
one
did that
already.
one.
Okay, Darren must have put that in twice.
Tank is actively drunk right now. Just
I am
throwing
not. Let's see here. Rob Johnson says the Ravens, 49ers, Saints are his favorite bets of the day.
Yes, we're Matt Lister. I'm gonna chuck you some bangers here in just a minute. I'm getting it up to the. I'm actually inactives will roll in 45 seconds, so that's actually what I'm waiting for.
Stephen Tao says nope. Jets +7.
Would anybody,
Down 10.
if we made a shirt with Tank's the outline of his now slender face that just said Jets +7, would anybody wear it?
100%.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Hell, I'd wear it.
Mike Davis is the starting back for the Ravens. That's from Mike Garafolo.
And I'm not sure that I care.
Tell me how much you like that.
I think it just makes me like Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews more.
Absolutely.
That's where I'm at. Because I don't think the Baltimore Ravens are going to be able to run a greasy peg up a cat's ass with Mike Davis.
No.
No, and Lamar Jackson? That's a different damn story.
Matthew Hoffman wants a grade on his team.
Okay.
He's got Aaron Rodgers, DeAndre Swift, Javonte Williams, Deebo Samuel, Michael Pittman, Breece Hall, the Ravens D, and Evan Ingram, along with Younghoe Koo as his kicker.
B-.
Yep. That's about the ballpark I'm in. I'll go B+.
It's always damning to me when I can't figure out who your first-round pick was.
That's a good question.
DeAndre Swift, who it's got to be.
I would
And
say
to me,
so.
that's just high.
I would say it was DeAndre Swift and Javonte Williams on the backside.
Yeah, and you also got to remember I'm a harsh grader. You're very deep. You just don't have that one guy that I feel like you can trust week in, week out, which is going to cost you a letter grade. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, trust me, I've seen some that would be ours.
We got another
got
super chat
auto-draft
from
the week.
Generations, but it doesn't say anything. So thanks for
No, the Generations, we if you want to check a question out there, as soon as I see your name, we'll just
get
answer
to
the
it.
damn thing.
Right, we'll get into it.
Harish Santam, please let me know if I said your name correctly. Don't want to fuck anybody's name up. Have to choose one between Kenny Gainwell, Chris Godwin, Mo Alley Cox. Bad situation. I know injuries are bad. No other options.
Chris
Godwin
Godwin
by a lot.
Yep.
Gainwell's questionable anyway. Don't touch him.
If Gainwell doesn't play, Miles Sanders gets his wings.
But Boston Scott.
Oh, fuck Boston Scott. Boston Scott standing next to me would look like a small child. I'm not saying you're not talented, but you're 5'6".
Mm-hmm.
Hell, he makes Tank look tall. Boston Scott's 5'6", Tank's 5'6" and a quarter. So
Michael Whiteside says, with Tank's really big weight loss recently, one beer would probably facilitate that actively drunk even more quickly than before.
he will be doing that
We
today.
I was going to say, we're going to find out
at
at the Village
Porch today in North Asheville. Let me get an address for that, by the way.
Because I'm going full on beers.
Me too.
Just hammer time. Give me some craft beers, and somebody might have to carry me out of there by 1:30.
I live right down the street, so I just drunkenly stumble home. Tammy Buchanan.
Welcome, Tammy.
Love seeing female names in the chat. We've seen a few more of those here lately. That's encouraging.
I like it.
Start Drake London, Jahan Dotson, 12-team PPR.
London may not play.
I think he's gonna. He's likely to play.
He is likely to play, but he's still going to be injured, banged up.
Don't care.
You don't care?
So long as he is actively in a jersey and shoulder pads, I don't give a damn. I would play Drake London over Jahan Dotson. Not because I don't like Dotson. I feel like Marshawn Lattimore is going to be on Kyle Pitts.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to use that Carolina Panther, Stephon Gilmore narrative of this is how we're going to defend him.
Okay.
And that makes me like Drake London way more. Paulson Adebo on gigantic Drake London. Yes, please.
Give me all of that.
And the great words of things I used to say, give it to me, baby, I know you brung it with you.
Yep.
Because I will love Drake London at that point.
Yep. And the projected matchup in Jacksonville, Washington is Shaquille Griffin being on Jahan Dotson.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it.
Yeah.
DJ DuVernay. Struggling with Tony and Edmonds for my flex full PPR. People have convinced me both ways. I'm going to be honest with you. It's one of the closest questions we've got today.
Tony or Edmonds? I'm
going to go Edmonds. And here's my.
Were you going Tony when you heard me say it and then went, no, he's wrong?
I was leaning Edmonds anyway. And look, I like both. I don't think this is probably one of those questions that you're going to just sweat the shit out of. and then at the end of the day, Edmonds will score 11.5 points and Tony will score 11.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Yep.
And it's probably not going to have a huge sway one way or the other.
But if one of them scored 20 or more, it would be Kadarius, right? I feel like he's got the higher upside.
I could see a path that Edmonds gets in the end zone twice today. Raheem Mostert's the thing that scares me. I know what Kadarius Toney's role is going to be. I am not as positive of what Chase Edmonds' role is.
Okay, Armchair, what do you think?
Tony, not by much though. Again, this is one of those decisions where when you're playing fantasy and you want to play the tinker game, you're gonna screw yourself. Don't overthink it. Put one of them in there, hit save, grab a beer.
Harish wants to clarify. What about Godwin being on the snap count? He was thinking Mo Alley Cox because of the touchdown upside in his previous question.
Yeah, I don't care about snap count. Chris Godwin on 25 snaps could outscore Mo Alley Cox.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you got to remember Jelani Woods.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I know rookie tight ends. I'm well aware. Jelani Woods is one of the great matchup nightmares in this league because he's a gigantic 6'7" human being that runs about a 4.5 40. He's gonna get snaps, and I'm afraid that he does the same thing that Mo Alley Cox does, and they're just gonna interchange. I don't think either one's taking the Jack Doyle role. Don't hate Mo Alley Cox. I would prefer Chris Godwin.
Yeah, you give me Chris Godwin on Anthony Brown. I'll take it.
Get his points.
Yeah, even on a
Godwin will
snap
get
count.
points.
Even on a snap count, he could get 5 catches for 70 yards and 1 touchdown.
Absolutely.
Not Dallas wants to know Cortland Sutton, Terry McLaurin, or Devante Smith.
Terry McLaurin.
Yep.
I'm all right with that.
We're all on Terry McLaurin there, not Dallas. Love the name, by the way.
That will be not Dallas is what I will be picking in the bangers here momentarily. Not Dallas.
Not Dallas. All right, we got another couple of super chats. Nicholas Cole. Another flex question. Thomas, Patterson, or Ayuk? So Michael Thomas, Cordero Patterson, Brandon Ayuk.
Go ahead, Armchair.
Thomas, Ayuk, Patterson in that order.
I tend to agree.
Yeah.
And Thomas is confirmed active for anyone that's worried about that.
I'm trying to get the inactives list right now.
RotoWire is slowly updating. Logan Thomas also in for the Commanders, which makes me feel better about Terry McLaurin.
Good God. The Ravens are miss Marcus Peters. No Marcus Peters for the Ravens.
Okay.
I feel like I knew
Upset
that.
Special? What's this? Are we
going Jets plus 7?
No, we're not
Is
going
it a Jets
Jets plus
7?
7.
No.
No,
It's not.
No, great. Marcus Peters is out. They're still loaded.
You know what this actually makes me feel? More love for Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews because this game might actually stay close. I will tell you this, that Jets pass rush is going to be the hellhounds because Carl Lawson is pissed. He hadn't played a game in a full year. He is madder than a motherfucker.
Rob Johnson with a super chat. Should Cam Akers fantasy owners be worried? Are you trading him?
Not trading him because his value will never be lower than it is right now.
Right. What are you going to do? What is somebody going to give you for Cam Akers?
And here's the other thing. Eventually, Sean McVay's a smart cat. He's going to realize that Darrell Henderson sucks.
Mm-hmm.
He has cool hair. End of message. Repeat the line.
Yep.
Give it time. I'll be honest with you. I'm actually chasing Cam Akers for the low price of just $2.99. I want to get him for as value as I can get him.
You're getting him on the blue light special.
I'll put it this way. Somebody offered me, in another league, Cam Akers for Raheem Mostert. And I went,
Yep.
Everybody's got a price.
Oh, I'd do that. I'd do that in a heartbeat.
So I would say Cam Akers, I'm not trading him. You'll never get less than you'll get right now. And I'm not averse to chasing it.
All right, let's go
Hip
back
asked,
up.
what's your opinion on Devante Smith? We've talked about him a lot, and we've picked damn near everybody against him.
Mm-hmm.
We're not as low on him as it sounds.
No,
At least
no,
I'm not.
he's a fine option. It's just there are some other there are some tougher questions. I don't know that he's
my last wide receiver 3.
that's what I was getting ready to say. He's a wide receiver 3 to me. And I
he's
feel
my
like,
last one.
I feel like every question we've had have been wide receiver 2s against him.
I agreed. Darius Brown asked Devante Smith or Tony. It depends on what you need. Safety, I'd go Devante Smith. Oh, and he already has A.J. Brown. All right, Kadarius Toney.
Mm-hmm.
It was close anyway. That swayed me.
Yeah.
Let's see. No smile. Start 2. Cortland Sutton, Michael Thomas, Elijah Moore, Christian Kirk. I feel like everybody seems to have this same question of Cortland Sutton, Michael Thomas, Christian Kirk, and blank.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Elijah Moore today, so I'm gonna take him out, and I will take out Cortland Sutton. So Michael Thomas, Christian Kirk for me.
Ooh. I think I'm going Sutton and Thomas.
Neil asked, what's your answer, Armchair?
I'm same side as you. I like Thomas. I like Kirk.
Neil asked our top 10 defenses of the day.
10?
I mean,
10?
I'll do
That's a
mine.
lot.
I'll do mine in order. 49ers, Saints, Ravens. Sorry, this is my list because I had the Bills in it. Broncos, Bengals, Colts, Browns, Buccaneers, Eagles.
I don't know that you left anybody out. Did you say Dolphins?
I did not, and I don't know why.
Dolphins would be close.
Where the fuck are the? Oh, that's because I skipped them. The Dolphins were 6.
Okay.
Ditto.
They were right below the Bills, so I had to skip one and not the other. And
Yeah.
Instead, I just skipped them both.
Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head there. You had them all.
Yeah.
There's not another one that I'm looking. I'm just looking at the slate going, I don't know that there's any other ones that I would throw in there.
All right, I think we have officially caught up to the questions. M. Stone asked J.K. Dobbins. He is officially out.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for inactives, I'm trying to. I've got a list here. There's not really many that are shocking me.
Dearness Johnson out.
Oh, no.
London is in.
London's in.
London's up. London has not fallen.
Raiders season says Amir Abdullah should be a value play today with him getting first-team reps all training camp this season.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm all in on Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Laviska Shenault is out for everyone that was looking at Laviska Shenault shares.
I'm still trying to figure out what Carolina's planning on doing with him. I mean, I feel like he's just
Sitting him, Jeremy. They're going to sit him.
I just feel like he's an inflated version of Shi Smith. So
Do you want to know the reason he's sitting? It's coach's decision. He's sitting. He's just.
Oh, so he's a
Released
DMP bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Kittle is out as expected.
Jonathan Welch says, is this the sunset season for Myles Gaskin? When did he have the sunrise season?
He had some games. I just think he sucks. I think Myles Gaskin is bad, and he doesn't fit that offense at all.
No.
Chris D asked pick 2, Dameon Pierce, Christian Kirk, Elijah Moore. All of them that don't play for the Jets.
Yep.
When in doubt, always revert to don't trust the Jets. Joe Flacco makes me hate every piece that doesn't tote the rock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind the running backs because Max Mitchell on the right side. Look, if you remember during draft season, I loved Max Mitchell. He was one of those. I really would like to not see him for the first half of this year. Instead, we're going to see him week 1 against Calais Campbell.
All right, we got about 15, 20 minutes left in the program here as we get you set for all of the action today in the NFL. Fire away those questions while you can. Don't forget The link is in the description of the YouTube video. It's also pinned at the top of the chat box here on YouTube, as you could join the Battle for the Belt. You want to get in on the year-long DFS competition. At the end of the year, the high scorer is going to get the championship belt custom-made just for us by someone who has made TNA, but was it TNA? TNA belts before.
Impact
Wrestling. Yeah. Actual championship belt with Sportocracy logo, all our lovely sponsors, EXP Realty, Ingles Supermarkets, Fred Anderson Nissan of Asheville. Who am I leaving out there?
That's it. That's the three that's on the belt.
Okay,
and ESPN Radio Asheville.
And ESPN Radio Asheville, yes, will be on the belt as well. Championship belt on the line for the top scorer in the DFS contest, and we've got a prize pack that we have put together that's worth over $1,000 right now.
And now it's free to get in. I have sunk in my winnings from Appalachian State.
I'm your boy.
Because I am your boy. And in the words of Jones Angel, to be the man, you got to beat the man.
Yes, we will not. You can get in for free, but we will not begrudge you if you also want to donate $20. All of it going to Eblin Charities St. Nicholas Project. It's an organization that helps local kids in our area, Western North Carolina, be able to have something to open under the Christmas tree when the holiday rolls around. So all the donations going to that. Jump in into the DFS contest.
We had 2 pop culture references today and an appearance from Hick Flair.
3. I actually made a third one a few moments ago, and no one caught it.
Oh,
London Has Fallen. It's a Gerard Butler movie.
Oh, yeah.
And an appearance from Hick Flair. Can't argue with it.
Trailer park sitting, pickup truck riding. Woo!
Dollar General shopping.
Hell yeah, let's go. Lisa asked, Jeremy, why are you out on Elijah Moore? I feel like he'll have a big day with Peters out. 2 words. Joe Falco. Joe Flacco makes me nervous as shit. Calais Campbell and Max Mitchell makes me nervous as shit. I'm going to be honest with you. I could see this Ravens-Jet game staying close, but I don't see a snowball's chance in hell that the Jets win it.
No. Not a chance.
I mean, I actually think it would take an act of God. Which, hey, those happen. I just don't think one's happening at MetLife today.
Gotcha. Any other questions in the comments here? Seeing none. Do you have your official bangers?
The official bangers?
The official bangers for today?
I need you to you've got the board pulled up over there.
What board?
The make noises board.
Yeah, it's up.
You know what we play behind bangers. We play the original bangers. Who was bangers named after? 5-letter word. Starts with a C.
Oh,
there it is.
Creed.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Fire up a little Creed. We'll get some bangers going here.
Well, give me a second. You made me sign out of my thing here.
I did, because I didn't want us to go out over the radio with me going, fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck. Hey, look, a bot showed up. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay. While I try to find some music here.
He wants. We gotta have banger music behind the bangers. That's the way it works. My wife did look at me last night and go, "How did you come up with the term bangers?" And I had to answer, I don't actually remember.
All right, Matt Lister, waiting on your bangers picks here. And computer's thinking.
While your computer's thinking, Flex Johnny asked Adam Thielen and Michael Thomas at Flex.
Michael.
Ooh.
That's a spicy one.
Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas is one of my favorite DFS plays today, but I might go Adam Thielen.
I like Michael Thomas today. I'm going to go Michael Thomas.
I love Michael Thomas today. In my lineup, 100% of the time. Too cheap not to.
100% of the time works. 60% of the time. Yeah, I went backwards there.
Yep.
You know. Oh yeah, there it is.
It's week 1 of the NFL season.
Oh, there's nothing that makes you feel like bangers.
We greet a new year with arms wide open.
The the news today. Don't you ugh the bangers.
It's gross.
Don't you ugh the bangers.
So gross.
Okay? All right? This is my thing, and you go to hell. You go to hell.
All right.
The New Orleans Saints are a 5.5-point favorite today at the Atlanta Falcons. That is the stupidest line that I will say all day. New Orleans is an easy cover. The NFL, Vegas sets low lines in the NFL because these games tend to stay close. There is no path that the Atlanta Falcons are going to keep this game close. Give me the Saints, minus 5.5. San Francisco 49ers are a 6.5-point favorite at Chicago. I get that it's a new quarterback. We haven't seen a lot of Trey Lance. It's going to be a rainy, gross sludge fest. I don't care. Give me the 49ers, minus 6.5. One of my favorite dogs of the day, Detroit Lions at home, plus 5.5. I'd love to catch it at 6 because I think that's a possibility where it ends up. I believe this game ends on a field goal late. I'm taking the Lions plus the 5.5. Miami Dolphins, minus 3.5 against the shit-bird New England Patriots. It's in Miami. New England's not good. Give me Miami. And finally, the Cleveland Browns are a pick 'em in a sludge fest here in beautiful North Carolina against the Carolina Panthers. Trust Hick Flair. Browns plus 1. Woo!
I'm 100% with Stephen Towle on this. How the fuck can you get amped up to Creed?
I can get up to anything.
Ugh.
You know how we can get amped up with Creed? 4 bangs and 11 coffees.
Bam!
Yeah,
Let's go.
That's true. That's true. Not as good as Nickelback. Not even close. We got more questions that have rolled in here for your fantasy day. Chris D, what would it take to package Aaron Jones to get Jonathan Taylor and Austin Eckler, both of them?
Or
Austin Eckler. What with Aaron Jones?
I'll go ahead and tell you, Jonathan Taylor,
Untouchable.
out. Seacrest out. There's nothing you can do to get him from me. Austin Eckler, I mean, I think if you throw a wide receiver back in 2, high in 3.
And a pick.
I may not have picks. This may be a redraft.
Maybe.
I would say if you abided by the Jeremy Greene rules of drafting and you did the double tight end thing and you have the double advantage in your league, I would give up my second tight end. I literally cannot shake a stick at how many leagues I have Mark Andrews and George Kittle. One league I have Mark Andrews, George Kittle, and Kyle Pitts because I got Kyle Pitts in the 8th round and I laughed a lot.
Philly D versus the Browns D, week 1. Ask Neil. I'm going Browns D.
Philly?
I'm on Philly.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm going Philly.
I like the Browns D against Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield is the gift that keeps on giving. He is the herpes of the NFL because he is the gift that just keeps on giving with all the turnovers. Anybody will set the over-under on when the caffeine wears off and I just end up under a table at the Village Porch asleep?
3:30.
Oh, come on now. What am I, a fucking child? They would revoke my West Virginia card if I didn't make it to the night game.
Oh, okay. So you're going 9:30?
At least.
I'm going to give you third quarter of the night game.
Yeah, Tampa Bay's going to blow out Dallas. And I have a meeting like super early in the morning. Yeah, I think Armchair probably got it right. Neil asked Miami D versus the Browns. I'll take Miami. Miami's one of my favorite defenses today.
Really?
Just because I don't know how New England's going to score.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not doing it again.
No!
Oh, it is week 1
Bangers,
of the NFL
baby!
season. Yes. It is underway. We are going to be hanging out at the Village Porch in what area is that? Is that
North Asheville?
North Asheville.
Let me pull up the old address here.
Yeah,
I should know because it's damn close to mine.
I was going to say it's in that Reynolds Village.
It is 51 North Merriman Avenue, Suite 113. So basically, if you go up 1923, there's an exit with a hot spot that you look down and go, I bet there's at least 7 meth needles in that parking lot. You don't go close to that.
Over.
Yeah, you don't go close to that. You go across the street, up the hill, into the nice neighborhood. It's right there on the corner.
Yep.
And we'll be there all day. Brian Haynes has already texted me and said he will be there at 12:30. You and I will be coming in
Somewhere around there.
I will be leaving right after the show. Because, frankly, here's the thing. Asheville Police Chief David Zach told me a thing on a golf course that has stuck with me for quite some time. He has said that I can't drive below a .05. He's referring to a golf ball, people. Don't drink and drive. Might spill your beer.
Mm-hmm.
I also cannot watch football below a .05. And frankly, that BYU Baylor game ended about 2. So we're 10 hours out. I'm going to say we're flirting with it. We're flirting with disaster.
Okay. All right.
I got some blood in my alcohol stream. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll be at the Village Porch. I'll be there for a little while this afternoon. Stephen Tao will be there. Jeremy will be there all day. Brian Haynes as well.
Michael Whiteside has said he will be. The hope is that he will be coming and he can fix that bet of because he drinks Jaeger, which you could use to clean many faucets and taps around your house. And Red Bull or Monster. He's a monster in Jaeger.
Clean your toilets.
Cool. Yeah.
What is your? Armchair. We've never asked you this. What is your drink of choice?
If I'm drinking liquor, gin and tonic or Ryan
that's
Ginger.
A good answer. Brian Haynes has a watermelon cucumber gin and tonic. Oh, it's in the bar he runs down here. Oh, it's also very close to my house. I feel like people that hate me are going to be able to pinpoint pretty much where I live. Like, you're here somewhere, you fat fuck.
Never been a big fan of gin and tonics.
Oh, God, I love gin and tonic.
It just doesn't really have a taste.
It does. It tastes like Pine Sol and happiness. Let's go.
Pine Sol.
Yeah.
Man, that's why I never liked it.
It tastes like something that'll cleanse your soul from all the debauchery shit.
Stephen Tao says he's going to be as drunk today as Scott Stapp at a concert. Hell yeah.
He also said you and him could split an Uber back.
Yeah.
Responsibility, people. Responsibility.
That's true.
Paz, I think I said that correctly, asked A.J. Dillon, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Michael Thomas. I feel like everybody that listens to this show has the same, 5 people in their rotating spots. But for me, that's A.J. Dillon, then I'll go Michael Thomas, then I'll go Juju.
Michael Thomas.
Juju's got a ceiling.
I'm afraid Juju does have a ceiling. I like Mecole Hardman today a lot. We haven't talked about him at all. How do you feel about Mecole Hardman today, Armchair?
I probably going to have a game. I think he's going to be all right.
I think so, too. I think so, too.
All right.
Want to get some fantasy, some DFS lineups here?
Are
you not giving yours out because of Battle of the Belts?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I can't give you my banger because, A, I have it in Millionaire. B, I have it in Battle for the Belt. Now, I mean, if you've listened to the show, you can figure out a lot of it.
I'll give you one. I've got plenty on the go, so I'll give one.
All right.
I got Biscuits at quarterback, Trubisky, CMC and Pierce at running back, Dobbs, Thielen, Michael Thomas, the Freiermuth at tight end, Jonathan Taylor in my flex, and the Ravens defense, and that gives me $300 left over.
Indeed.
Wow. I mean, CMC and Jonathan Taylor. Saving up at every other position. I don't hate it.
It's pay up week 1, and until we know what the game script is going to be for everybody else, I think you need to go with what you know.
Oh, you know what?
Interesting.
Armchair, you've given me an idea. You two talk amongst yourselves for just a second. I'm going to build a DFS lineup on the fly with all the players that are not in my lineup that I wanted to get into a lineup.
All right, I will give you my lineup here real quick while Jeremy is putting that together. I got Trevor Lawrence at quarterback. Okay. Stacking him with Christian Kirk in the flex. I got Alvin Kamara and Nick Chubb as my running backs.
Love Kamara today.
Yes. Mike Williams, because I think they're going to throw a lot in that game. That's going to be a shootout game. A.J. Brown, 6,400 against the Detroit Lions. And Brandon Ayuk is my other wide receiver. And then Zach Ertz at tight end and the Dolphins at defense.
I can't do the Dolphins defense. I just can't bring myself to do it, but I get it.
Because they're playing your Patriots.
Yeah, they're playing my Patriots, and I don't know. Like it's a mystery to me. I know that they showed absolutely nothing, but that doesn't mean anything at this point.
Right.
We're week 1. Like preseason is preseason. Michael Thomas, Pennywise says in the chat, Michael Thomas hasn't played since 2020. He's going to be hungry.
100%.
I think he is going to get fed. I think he's going to be fed. And I think people forget that Winston can heave it. A guy can throw the ball. We're not talking about Taysom Hill getting the ball and kind of, deeking and ducking and dipping and diving and dodging. He's not
dip, duck, dodge, dive, dip, dodge, dive.
There we go. I knew you get it in there. Look, this is the most pop culture we've gotten into one show.
Crazy.
Ever. So
and unfortunately, Creed had to be a part of it.
Hey, enough with the slander, okay?
Rob Johnson threw his lineup out there. Carson Wentz, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, Michael Pittman, Juju Smith-Schuster, Christian Kirk, Zach Ertz, Kadarius Toney in the flex.
I love Pittman today, but the concern, of course, is that game gets out of hand. And then it's all Jonathan Taylor.
Yep. Sam Trigg. I haven't seen that name either.
Sam Trigg, welcome in. We're like an AA meeting for sports. And if you want to let your poison be known, mine's Devante Parker. I've let him hurt me more times than I can count.
Antonio Gibson versus Travis Etienne, full PPR. Antonio Gibson.
Yep.
In unison, everybody. Antonio Gibson. Stephen
Antonio Gibson. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Indeed. Stephen Muse. Again, welcome into the program. 2 flex and a full PPR. Mike Thomas, Chris Godwin, Kadarius Toney, Jahan Dotson, or Mike Davis. Going Godwin and Thomas.
Thomas is one. Thomas is the one there. Toney, maybe? Toney scares me a little bit, but I think the upside is big time with Toney here.
I'm going to say Mike Thomas and Mike Davis.
Okay.
Going with the Baltimore Ravens running back. J.K. Dobbins not playing today.
I mean, here's the thing. The Jets are not great. I mean, it's not a great team, and we all think they're going to be ahead. They don't throw to running backs a lot, which scares me. But I will say Mike Davis is a nice value play today.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Mike Davis, I told you I would on the fly come up with a lineup of just players that are not in my lineup that I wanted to get in the lineups. Stack Pat Mahomes with Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Other receivers are Devante Adams, Michael Pittman. Running backs are Miles Sanders, Mike Davis, Elijah Mitchell. Tight end Zach Ertz. Defense, the San Francisco 49ers.
Don't hate it at all.
No, I don't at all.
That is not my lineup. I'm very secretive. I enter a lot of volume with my lineup, but that is a lineup that I would play.
All right. Any more inactives that we need to get out there before we call it quits?
No, I mean, I'm looking at the list. Looking at the ones that have been added. Tyron Davis-Price for San Francisco. So, I mean, San Francisco's literally going to have they're literally going to have Elijah Mitchell and Jeff Wilson in the message repeat the line.
Yeah.
That's the only 2 running backs on the roster. That does kind of stick out to me.
And I think Wilson's still banged up.
Paulson Adebo is down for New Orleans.
Ooh.
So, good God, I don't even know what does that leave? Let's go to the videotape. If you don't know why I keep doing that, I totally forgot that I could do that voice for a long time.
You got Marshawn Lattimore and Bradley Roby.
Bradley Roby. Adebo would have played out the slot. So that's who would have been on Zacchaeus. Woo. So you get Roby on Drake London, you get Marshawn on Kyle Pitts. New Orleans by $1 billion.
Agreed.
I mean, I hate to do what Pat Mack did against with our Mountaineers.
What?
Well, I mean, we lost to Kansas. So.
Oh, that's right. You did, didn't you? In
Third
overtime.
Third team since 1996 to lose by 13 in overtime.
Yikes.
What up? I got them stats, baby.
Yikes. Hey, at least you're not Nebraska.
Correct. And we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yes.
Corey Broda and Brady Renfrey on the way out. I got a Chris Olave or Drake London in the flex. I will go Drake London.
London.
Brady Renfrey asked Rashad Penny or Breece Hall.
Breece Hall.
I'm going to go Breece Hall just solely because I don't trust Rashad Penny any more than Tank should trust a poot.
Yep.
You had to bring that up.
Old pudding
right?
pants.
Old pudding pants. It's all right.
Hey, we all got a name. Armchair's the Cannon Dad. I'm Flostradamus, or the Mullet Man, or Hick Flair. And then you get Old Pudding Pants.
Yay. Ain't it fun?
Hey, you could have been the kid that pissed your pants at Billy Madison. You didn't do it. All right, that'd have been your
Right.
nickname forever.
I was going to say. Instead,
Old Pee Pants. That'd have been your name.
I'm the guy who shit his pants in the hallway at Radio Ranch. Awesome.
Missed opportunity there, I do believe.
All right, we appreciate everybody hanging out with us here on week 1 of the Fantasy Game Time decisions here in the Sportsocracy, always coming to you live from the Ingles Studio. Ingles Supermarkets, low prices, love the savings. We will be hanging out at the Village Porch all day today, so come on down and hang out with us in North Asheville, just off of Merriman Avenue in Reynolds Village.
Your boy Maury, last question, or one of the last questions on the way. I mean, we'll keep answering them as long as they keep coming. Robert Woods, Amari Cooper, Landry, pick 2.
Woods and Landry.
Same.
Yes, I'm going to agree with that. Woods and Landry. PPR from Q McBride, Carr versus the Chargers, or
Yes.
Lance versus Chicago?
Carr.
Carr versus Chargers.
He wants to say Lance so bad.
I do.
He
Weather.
wants to say Lance so
Weather.
bad.
Yeah, but it's weather where you got Trey Lance that can run. Yeah, you're right. I'm going Derek Carr.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Matthew Hoffman said, "Be careful, everyone. Aggressive drinking. It's first week of football. Stay safe."
Uber.
And something we say all the time: don't do crimes.
Yeah. Uber. Eric Bradley, Jags or Commanders? Jags.
Oh shit!
We're still sticking with it.
We lost Armchair.
Jags over the Washington Commanders.
Hold on, we got to get Armchair back so he can at least say bye to the peoples. Do. Yeah, just say keep firing away questions. It's fun this way.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm on the Jags to win today outright against the Commanders. They are a 2.5-point dog, I believe it is.
I am taking the one of my favorite bets of the week is the Commanders today.
Your boy Maury says Najee Harris, Cordero Patterson, Kareem Hunt, James Robinson, pick 2. Harris is a given. The rest of it, Kareem Hunt or Cordero Patterson or James Robinson.
I can't trust James Robinson because I don't know what it's going to look like.
So Patterson or Hunt?
I'm going to say Hunt. We got Armchair back. Let's ask him what he thinks. Dude, Armchair, Cordero Patterson, Kareem Hunt today.
Hunt. Oof. Hunt, I guess.
That's where I think I'd go.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's close, though. Nicholas Cole asked thoughts on Chiefs Cardinals. #Go Chiefs. I use this description a lot. Have you ever tried to feed a pill to a dog and you just have to push on it, and so its mouth opens and you have to force it in there, maybe like a piece of cheese or some peanut butter? That's going to be Pat Mahomes with his just right on the Cardinals defense.
Nice.
45-4 Chiefs.
Jeez. I think it's going to be much closer game than that because I don't trust the Kansas City defense. But
I don't
Kansas
either.
City by a bunch.
I don't either, but I also trust Cliff Kingsbury about as much as I trust sashimi.
Sashimi. Last one from Glenn Hopper, Lance or Ryan? Matt Ryan, Trey Lance.
God, it's close.
Matt Ryan.
I'm going to say Matt Ryan just because there's no fear weather
I
there.
love Matt Ryan this week.
He's a
the only
great
concern
cheap
is-
quarterback.
The only concern, of course, is if they get up early, it's probably going to be handoff city. But I like Matt Ryan a lot.
I
Indeed.
do too. I like Matt Ryan a lot. He's a low-key great play on DraftKings. Last call. If you want in for the Battle of the Belt, right above our heads, there's a link in the description of this video. There's a link pinned to the top of the YouTube comments. It's free to enter. I got your entry. I'm sure there's going to be a way for you to enter next week, too, but you don't want to miss a week, so enter right now.
That's right.
Battle of the Belt. Let's go.
All right, we'll see those of you who can join us at the Village Porch later on this afternoon. Well, probably in about 15, 20 minutes when we get there. And the rest of you...
because I'm not taking my computer, so I'm literally just walking out that door right there.
The rest of you, feel free to hit us up on social media. We'll answer all questions, be reacting to things all day long, and we will be back with you tomorrow at 3 o'clock right here in the Ingles studio and on ESPN Asheville. Have a great one. Enjoy the football. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't do crimes. All the things.
And come hang out with us. It's a rabbit. It's a rabbit.
I love the rabbit.
Oh, shit. Wrong button. There it is.